Vinny the Chin here, CageJunkies, over here at the War Fuel booth. I'm here with Super Chef here, Mike Dolce. All right, a lot of people don't know, Mike, that you actually used to be a fucking fat kid. You used to be fat. Tell them the story how you went from being, you 300 pounds, and now you're just shredded beast.
It's not fat, I was big boned.
Big bone.
Difference. Now, I was a 280-pound power lifter at one point. So, you know.
You weren't like fat. You were like a football player big kind of.
I was bigger.
Okay. He wasn't like couch potato on the couch eating chips all day.
No, I was a 280-pound power lifter, 5'10", squatted 840 pounds. Yeah, bench press 535, deadlifted 765. I mean, those are real deal numbers. But now, you know, I'm a lean and mean 204 pounds this morning.
You're still the same strength. How has the strength changed? Has it helped you?
You know, I keep the strength, and that's one of the things. I train with a lot of my athletes. I'm stronger than any light heavyweight, any heavyweight. You know, I mean, I'm still ripping, 500-600-pound deadlifts, no problem. I squatted 500 pounds for 20 reps with no wraps, no belt, and I ran 10 miles the very next day.
The real deal alpha male here. Now, is that from technique? Is it from just years of doing it? What do you equate it to? Ligament strength, tendon strength? What's going on?
It's all the above, actually. It's the years and years of being in the grind and doing it and teaching the body how to do it. So I have the proper technical execution. I know how to lift. I know the biomechanics. I know the physiology. I know the kinesiology. I know how it works. But also time under tension, man. I mean, I used to do 1,100-pound walkouts when I was getting ready for the 800-pound squat. That's unracking an 1,100-pound barbell. I had 3 or 4 plates swinging from chains. Walk it out, set it up, and I'd walk it back in. That's over half a ton. Yeah, only real men do that stuff. So.
No pussy shit here. Now, also, how is that translated into MMA fighting? Has it slowed you down? Do you have agility? Has it hindered you in any way? Has it moved over? Has it helped you out?
Well, when I first made the transition from powerlifting to MMA,
that's why you lost the weight.
That's why and how I lost the weight. I was a wrestler. I was a pretty high-level wrestler. Had an injury.
Yeah, show him the neck. Turn around. Yeah, see this? He doesn't have one. Exactly. All right.
A 19-inch neck now, at my height and my weight. That's pretty damn big. Everything. Got to get my damn T-shirts tailored. How about that?
That's it.
So there was some injuries going from being a powerlifter dude to a wrestler fighter. Once we got those things out of the way, everything's been great. Been keeping the, mobility training, a lot of reactive work, a lot of central nervous system priming. And that's really what I do. And all the core strength and the power. I mean, I can walk in the gym any given day of the week and squat 500 pounds, no problem. Deadlift 500 pounds, no problem.
Wow.
And that's untrained. That's when I'm out of shape. And I'm not bragging. It's just the way it is. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is, Spend the time in the gym, man.
Top of the food chain.
Boom.
Now, also, tell everyone about how you got into just being like this chef and cooking and shit, real quick.
Real quick, my father was a New York City fireman, and I grew up in the kitchen working with him. He was the chef in the kitchen, so he cooked for all the boys and taught me how to cook when I was a young kid. And then I got the education from nutrition, the nutrition side, the science, and then the application of being an athlete, being a coach, all that good stuff. I just blended it together, made it my own deal. The Dolce Diet, right?
Right there, right there. Italiano?
Of course.
Obviously. Now, also, who have you worked with? MMA athletes that you can rattle off a few. Let everybody know.
Yeah, we got Quentin Rampage Jackson, Vitor Belfort, Michael Bisping, Jake Ellenberger, Thiago Alves, Dwayne Ludwig. That'll keep going on.
The list goes on. The list. Now, who do you think needs to work with you? Like, you look at the guy on TV, like this mother, like big country Roy Nelson. Like, he looks like he needs fucking maybe 2 of you or something to help him out or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys actually I think need to work with me, should work with me, not because it's me, but because they're not doing it right. I'm a longevity advocate before I'm a performance advocate. I want to see healthy athletes live into 120 years old. That's what I'm trying to spread. A lot of the guys and girls out there, they're hurting their body. They might get across that finish line first, but who knows how long they're going to be able to do it. So I want to keep my athletes in the race for as long as possible.
Now, also, who's had like the worst fucking diet that you're like, all right, let me see what you're eating, and you're like, are you kidding me, guy? And and he was like clueless.
Yeah, I think Chris Lieben is on that list. He's one of my guys. I didn't work with him for the last fight, but I did work with him for the Vanderlei fight and for a long time earlier in his career. That man just eats whatever he wants. Alves goes pretty crazy sometimes. I mean, he's a Brazilian. He's a carnivore. Man, he'll go to the Brazilian barbecue. He will stay there for 4 hours.
Real men eat red meat.
That's true. That's true. And real men cook.
Yeah, and also, do you think there's a difference in personally, like a lot of people talk about like not eating meat, a vegetarian diet, an alkalized diet and shit. You hearing a lot of that? Or do you think that you need the meat to have, like, you have like retarded fucking strength now, you're lifting all this stuff? Does the red meat play into that? Or you can translate over to having more vegetarian diet and still keep the same strength?
Well, that's something I did with Alves. We went modified vegan for his last fight. We definitely kept the meat in there because that's what he needs and uses, but we look for a wider variety of nutrients. So when you only eat one thing, I don't care how good it is, when you only eat one thing, then you lose other nutrients that you're not getting. So we keep a very wide variety in the nutrients coming in. So red meat's on there, fish is on there, lean, like poultry's on there.
What's a modified percentage? Like, say he was eating 90% meat, 10%, vegetables now. Like, what's modified if you had to look at a pie graph?
Modified. Well, we went through three-week phases, and the middle 3 weeks we went almost purely vegan. We had one carnivore meal every 3 days, and everything else was vegan. And then the last 3 weeks of training camp, we put a little more animal protein back in there because that's what mentally I think he needed a little more than physically to feel strong, because that's what he was used to. Next camp, that'll change again.
So did his numbers decrease when he went down to modified vegan?
His numbers all went up.
There you have it. All right, genius over here. Now, Mike, we're going to do the bonus round. I give you a name, and you pop out the first word that pops into your head. All right? Ready? George St. Pierre.
Sick.
Chris Liebman.
Tough.
Anderson Silva.
Superstar.
Hector Lombard.
Bad dude.
Yeah. Also, Dominic Cruz.
Super talented.
Mayhem Miller.
Crazy.
Michael Bisping.
He's legit. He's a tough guy.
Also, Cain Velasquez.
A future champion once again.
Forrest Griffin.
Great guy. Phenomenal.
Randy Couture.
The natural, man. He's the legend.
Rocky Balboa.
The man, the epitome, the icon. Come on now. He's what started it all, right?
The motivation behind everything.
That's who doesn't know and love Rocky. I got him on my iPod. I got him in my DVD. All that stuff.
I got him on my shirt right here. Right here. Rocky Balboa.
And notice the colors, right? The black and gold.
That's it. The famous colors. Famous Rocky
East
colors.
Coast boys right here.
That's
Italians.
it, baby. Where you from, East Coast?
Belmont, New Jersey.
All right, cool. New York. And also, Vinny the Chin.
Vinny the Chin, the best.
Obviously.
Best in the business.